Using shapes, we can create our own graphics. These help make your slide presentations personalized, and you can express your creativity here, and they make your slides very interesting. Students will love creating these as well. So how we're going to do that is we're going to start with a basic shape. We're going to introduce shapes with arrows, callouts, equations. We have many to choose from. I'm going to start with a basic square. It always comes in a gray as a default, and we would fill that with color. I could change my borders. I can make it have a dashed line if I'd like. I can make those have a different color if I'd like. And I think I'm just going to keep it my standard line. Okay, now I'm going to find an image. I'm going to search the web, find a frog, and insert. And when I do that, it's very large, so I'm going to drag from the corner to resize that image. Dragging from the corner keeps everything in proportion so it doesn't look warped. Okay, and I'm just going to place that right on top of my square. And I'm going to resize the square just to bring it down a little bit because I don't want it to take up too much space, but I do want to give a little frame to my image. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Next, I can add a call out if I'd like. Okay, oh, this call out already has the blue. I'm going to change it, make that a little transparent, or, oops, shoot, I don't want that. I wanted to add a color. I'm going to go back to my call out, highlight it there, use my fill bucket, make it green. Notice too, when I have this in edit mode, I have the little gold diamond on my call out, which I could pick up and drag to put it in the spot that I want for the call out button itself. I can even just make it longer. Okay, and now I could add text to that because shapes already have the ability to be a text box. You do not have to add another text box. Okay, so if I wanted to move these on my screen, I kind of like them all together. I don't want to have to move everything individually and reposition them every time I want to move it on the screen. So what I'm going to do is come up above with my cursor, and I'm going to create a box that takes in all of the objects. And when I hit my right click, I can find group, and now they are all grouped together. And now I can move it throughout my screen as an individual unit rather than three separate pieces. Okay. The next thing we're going to look at is circles. And this is a perfectly shaped circle. I'm pretty happy with it. But the way I got that is, I'm going to delete it for a minute. I'm going to come to my circle, find shape, select circle, and I'm going to use my shift, and as I hold the shift key down and drag my circle, it stays in perfect proportion. Okay, now I can move it wherever I need it to be on my screen. If I wanted to use a circle for a Venn diagram, as a lot of teachers create lots of Venn diagrams, I'm going to just use Command D, and that duplicated that circle in exact size and shape. And now all I have to do is drag it to create my Venn diagram. But what I'm missing is the ability to see that other piece. So I want to select both of these at the same time and make them both transparent. And now I'm able to see the intersection of those circles. And if I need to slide it one over a little bit more to make this space a space to type in, we can do that. Okay, so again, creating that square to encapsulate both image shapes at the same time will help me